Myself Amit Kumar Sarma, metallurgical engineering student from BIT Sindri. My topic is development of creep and corrosion resistant superheater tubes. The processes involved are oxide dispersion strengthening, thermomechanical treatment allowing to improve corrosion resistance, and graphene based anti corrosive coating. The objective: the temperature of superheater tubes used in boiler used for heating the feed water can reach up to 700 degrees centigrade, thus are prone to creep and thermal fatigue failure. The water side of the superheater tubes are prone to corrosion, which again reduces the service life of the tube. Temperature can reach 700 degrees centigrade since they are directly exposed to the hot gases. At present, ferritic martensitic steels are used in superheater tubes, but they have a limited high temperature strength service of 550 to 600 degrees centigrade. The solution: development of oxide dispersion strengthened steel made by powder metallurgical route where the density of oxides are increased by a specific thermomechanical treatment. The dislocation acts as the nucleating sites for oxide particles for solute dispersion strengthening. Thus, a series of thermomechanical treatment is done of the steel to increase the oxide density by increasing the nucleating sites in the steel. The treatment is of three stages. In step 1, the steel is heated to 1050 to 1300 degrees centigrade to convert ferrite to austenite and to dissolve the precipitates present earlier. In step 2, the steel is cooled to 700 to 1000 degrees centigrade for hot rolling to provide high dislocation density, which acts as nucleating sites for fine distribution of oxide precipitates. In step 3, the above steel is annealed at 300 to 500 degrees centigrade so that oxide precipitates grow in size. This is the temperature versus time graph of the process. This is the step-by-step microstructure analysis of the steel. Step 2 gives a high dislocation density to the steel for nucleation, and after annealing, the oxide particle grow in size to give strength. These are the different variables of the thermomechanical treatment. These variables can be altered to give different property to the steel. The mechanical property testing of the steel shows that shows that the 12 chromium steel up to 700 degrees centigrade shows exceptional yield stress and ductility value, but at 800 degrees centigrade, the yield stress reduces to a very low value. From the yield stress versus temperature diagram, we can conclude that strength up to 700 degrees centigrade of 12 chromium ODS plus TMT steel was greater than the PM 2000 steel, which is the best available commercial ODS steel. The creep test data taken of the ODS plus TMT steel at constant pressure of 138 megapascal and temperature of 650 degrees centigrade with different time intervals shows significant improvement compared to the normal tempered steel. The creep curve shows an immense difference between the creep behavior of normal tempered steel and the ODS steel, which had gone through the thermomechanical treatment. After testing several alloying elements to the 16 chromium ODS steel, it is concluded that tungsten, when added in any proportion, decreases the corrosion resistance, but when it is added with yttria, shows significant increase in corrosion resistance with increase in yttria. Increase in yttria promotes fast formation of alpha alumina and decreases the average grain size by pinning grain boundaries. It is also shown by Basu and Urek that decrease in grain size improves the oxidation rate since fine grain size alloys show rapid segregation of chromium to the surface so that the corrosion protective chromium rich oxide scale is formed earlier. As the average grain size decreases, the yield stress increases according to the Hall patch relation. Thus, yttria plus tungsten alloying give corrosion resistance as well as strength to the alloy. This is the graphical representation of differential alloyed steel. Here SOC 12 represents the yttria plus tungsten steel. Now for the water side, we need an anti-corrosive coating. The previously used coating have several concerns. Thus graphene can be used as corrosion resistant coating because of its high surface area, impermeable nature and excellent conductivity. There are two major issues in using graphene as corrosion resistance coating. Number one is high production cost. The solution to this is the use of shear liquid route using distilled water as solvent, which provide effective and eco-friendly approach for graphene production. This process is the top-down approach for graphene production. Second issue is difficulty in coating. The solution to this is functionalizing graphene with 3-amino propyl triethoxylane, which provide an easy approach to put a graphene layer on steel. The conclusion: we have designed superheater tubes to work at a temperature above 700 degrees centigrade by oxide dispersion strengthening of the steel with thermomechanical treatment and reduced grain size by yttria and tungsten addition. And a graphene anti-corrosive coating is done on the water side to prevent corrosion. Thank you.